Again the iron warrior brought his brother round, good counsel fitting, too. Menelaus yielded at once, his aides elated lifted the armor off his shoulders, and then Lord Nestor rose and spoke among the men. No more, or enormous sorrow comes to all Achaea. How he would groan at this, the old horseman Peleus, that fine speaker, the Myrmidons' famed commander. How he rejoiced that day, questioning me in his halls, when he learned the blood and birth of all the Argives. Now if he heard how all cringe in the face of Hector, time and again he'd stretch his hands to the gods, and pray that life-breath would quit his limbs and sink to the house of death. Oh, if only, Father Zeus, Athena, Apollo, I were young again, fresh as the day we fought by Celadon's rapids, our Pylians in platoons against Arcadian spearmen under Phoea's ramparts, round the Iardanus' banks, when Arcadia's champion Ereuthalion strode forth, a man like a god for power, his shoulders decked with King Arethuus' armor, massive Arethuus, the great war club, so they called that hulk, his men at arms and their sashed and lovely women. He would never fight with a bow or long spear, no, with his giant iron club he'd break battalions open. That monster, Lycurgus, cut him down by stealth, not force at all, on a footpath so cramped his iron club was useless fending off his death. There, before he could heft it, a sudden lunge, and Lycurgus' spear had run him through the guts. Flat on his back he went, slamming against the ground, and his killer stripped the armor brazen Ares gave him. He donned it himself for years of grueling war, but then when Lycurgus grew too old in his halls, he passed it on to a favorite henchman, Ereuthalion, and sporting that gear he challenged all our best. And they shook from head to foot, terrified, none with the nerve to face him then, only I. My heart and courage drove me to fight the man in a hot burst of daring, and I the youngest trooper of us all. I took him on, and Athena gave me glory. By heaven, Ereuthalion was the biggest, strongest man I ever killed, the huge lumbering sprawl of him stretching far and wide. Oh, make me young again, and the strength inside me steady as a rock. Hector, with that flashing helmet, would meet his match in combat in a moment. You, the bravest of all Achaeans, and not one with the spine to battle Hector face to face. The old man's taunts brought 9 men to their feet. First by far Agamemnon, lord of men, sprang up, and following him Tydides, powerful Diomedes. Next the great and little Ajax, armed in fury. Idomeneus after them, and Idomeneus' good aid, Meriones, a match for the butcher god of war. Eurypylus after them, Euaemon's gallant son, Thoas, son of Andremon, Odysseus out for exploit. All were roused to go up against Prince Hector. Once more the fine old horseman gave commands. Now shake the lots for all, the first to the last man. We'll see who wins. He's the one to do his Achaean comrades proud, do himself proud too, if he comes through alive from the fight that waits him, dueling to the death.